Conning Creek. All I had was right here. And in the blink of an eye, it was taken from me. Harvey. I shall have my revenge on you! Where is he hiding? I've no idea where he went after the fire. Perhaps there's some trace of him where my home once stood. And one other matter weighs heavily on my mind. Right then, to work.
To work. Head home. Okay. So home is in Conning Creek? Thought it would have been somewhere else. Oh, I guess from the flashbacks this seems more familiar. I guess as we go here. This way. Oh, okay, yeah, I recognize it now. I was just about to say, in the actual town there? It seemed familiar. Apparently can't be random encounters here. There's a chest over here, so I'll grab it. Spiriting plum. Need something? Well, I better ask someone else. Apothecary said I'm very sick, you see. Yeah, same. Pretty soon told me I need to be strong if I want to get better. I can't stand that awful medicine. Everything hurts so much. I don't have any medicine for what I have. I'd have to deal with it. You probably have something a lot worse than what I have, though, I'd imagine. Parents said there are things worth living for, but they aren't fooling me. Young girl's wish. 98%. Watch it fail.
Well, now.
I scrutinize. A girl with 3 wishes. To read the sequel to Adventures of an Apprentice Cleric, to eat a new Delsta crepe, meet Roland, the floral designer. So I guess you should, like, inquire after you accept side quests to, when it's not clear with the side quest itself, what it is you need to do. Chest back here. Taking that. Fire soulstone. Supposed to be a fire one, huh?
My home. 5 years ago, it was reduced to ash. I ventured into the nearby forest to be alone with my thoughts. It was part of my daily routine. A bad habit. When I returned, everything was gone. I was seized by the town guards, and haven't been back since.
Welcome home, my dear. I see the conference was a rousing success.
Indeed. Forgive me for being away so long.
Welcome home, Papa.
Oh, Elena, my dear.
Aren't you tired? Let me take your things.
They're a bit heavy for you yet, but I appreciate the offer. Here, take this instead.
What a pretty pen! Thank you, Papa!
I searched all over, and I'm sorry to say I found nothing better to give you.
Come now. When else can you bury yourself in your studies if not at a conference?
Come, Elena. There is math to teach you.
Yay! Oh, you too. Papa, wait! Aren't you forgetting something?
Am I?
You didn't say I'm home yet.
I'm home. It's so quiet now. come to search for clues. Harvey and I both sought the one true magic. He wanted my research, no doubt, which would lead him to my study.
His study is outside the house? Oh, Oswald's laboratory. House is a whole lot bigger on the outside than the inside, in terms of the cutscene at least. That's just the way they are in Octopath Traveler in general, I believe. Ah. Ah. Okay, I see.
As I suspected, my study is intact. And what's more, he's stolen every last one of my formulae. Were they ordinary spells, I would not miss them. The one true magic, however, requires vastly more complicated calculations. I built those equations myself, all but the last missing piece. Harvey, however, took a different approach. So why did he want my formulae?
You there! Who are you? Oh my. Oh my.
Lady Clarissa, my assistant. It's been quite some time. It is I, Oswald. Have you looked after the study during my prolonged absence?
Oswald? You? What a fanciful tale. Oswald is locked away on Frigid Isle.
No, I am here. I have escaped, as you can see.
What proof have you?
You think me an imposter?
You have his figure, but that is not enough. The research gathered here is a pile of riches to the people of this town. There are ruffians who would go so far as to impersonate Oswald if it meant stealing his work.
What peculiar reasoning.
One cannot arrive at the truth without considering every possibility. That is what the Oswald I know told me. Now. The real Oswald would know how to withstand my magic. And so the result of this duel shall determine whether you be true or not.
My dear assistant. You never were the type to let go of a pet theory. Very well. I have no choice but to help you test your hypothesis. And give you your answer.
I asked.
Should you maybe take it outside? Maybe?
Where was I?
Might not be a bad idea. What do I know? Alright, wait. Oswald can always analyze as well.
Let's have a look.
I don't even need to boost there. Oh, you have a decent bit of HP.
Here we
If
go.
only Hikari went first, then I could have donated BP. This is what I could have done. Well. Sure, let's... I forgot I had this thing, honestly. Let's use that. Mass Flash. Okay, well,
Here I come.
that's fine. I don't even need to donate BP at this point. Just poke.
Thinking time.
Think time. Alright,
Let me look at you.
bam. Alright, I could have used pole arm then.
To work.
Is what I could have done. Well, poke. Then we do this.
Go on then.
Bye. Well, that was fun.
I'm hungry.
What a battle that was. That'll definitely prove that it's Oswald.
Magnificent.
Are you satisfied?
Such power. Yes, you could be none other. Welcome back, Oswald.
Thank you. I hope I haven't injured you.
If that were enough to exhaust me, I would have no choice but to forfeit my position as your assistant. I have always believed you were innocent, you know.
Oh? On what grounds?
On the grounds that you are who you are.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
I am delighted to see you still take things far too seriously. So, why have you returned?
To search for Harvey. I see he left no trace here.
Harvey.
You, Oswald, were the only scholar of magic present at the scene. That was the justification provided for the guilty verdict. Yet there Harvey was, standing before me while everything burned. And still they insist he was not there. So I must also suspect the guard unit that restrained me. I shall investigate their ties to Harvey. Your husband was a guard, yes? Might he know anything?
No, I'm afraid not, Oswald.
Then I shall ask the townsfolk.
What will you do once you've investigated this case?
Well, time to speak with the townsfolk. I assume by speak what the game really means is inquire with them, right? Most likely what we're gonna end up doing here. Time for some inquiry. Where were you on the night of the 6th? Travel banter. Hey, Pops! Hey, Pops! Are you talking to me? Why would you call me that? You have a fatherly scent about you. If you say so. What can I do for you? You're a pretty fluffy guy. Fluffy, you say? Yeah, you've got a mane to rival Master Juva's. I miss sleeping on it. It was so comfy. Would you mind if I took a nap on yours sometime? I'll think about it. More travel banter. So we're to gather information around town, are we? Then allow me to help. Investigations are my specialty. And there's a trick to getting reliable testimony. Fascinating. What might that be? Don't ask too many questions. Frequent questioning interrupts your subject's thought process. To wit, if you ask for a profile of the suspect, you'll get information about their appearance, sure. But you'll make it that much harder for the subject to recall, say, the general scene of the crime. Information which may hold invaluable clues. Let them talk at length, rather than lead them by the nose. Just like a sheep. The longer you let the wool grow, the more there is to shear. Fine piece of advice. Keep it in mind. So, I guess I inquire with you. Well now. Townsperson age 19, a young man born and raised in Conning Creek. His significantly older brother joined the guard, only to be suddenly and unreasonably discharged. His sibling protested, naturally, only to be threatened by the captain of the guard himself. He still lives in fear of that threat to this day. Oh, I can't press A there. I have to press B. And he still remains to be marked on the map, even though I'm already done inquiring with him. Luckily, there's not a lot of people to inquire with, so, you know, or scrutinize. It's not like I'll get lost. Street vendor age 31, brought to this town for marriage some years ago. Her ability to extract worthwhile information from even the most everyday gossip has led to a profitable career selling what she knows to be an information broker. My goodness, it's a lot harder to read words when I'm sick. Take it a bit slower.
What's
Head cook, age 60. Man who vividly remembers the day 5 years ago when flames claimed a wife and her child in Conning Creek. Something about the ensuing investigation never felt quite right, so he quietly wonders if there's more to the story. Wait. Have you seen the ruins on the east side of town? There used to be a house there, but it burned down. Guards investigated the incident for only a few days before calling it quits. I think they need at least a couple of weeks to get to the bottom of something so horrible. Oh, and then he's no longer marked. Okay. A man named Stenvar has been in charge of this town's guard for a few years now. And I appreciate the 54-month resub there. You know, the Muffin Man. Yes, the Muffin Man. Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. The Muffin Man. Yeah. The Muffin Man. How's it going today, Anima? Wait, did you do a username change to Anima Nerd? You suddenly change it to? Change of pace here. Yeah, I guess you did it twice because the first time wasn't good enough.
Do you know the Muffin Man? Yes, the Muffin Man. Well, she's married to the Muffin Man. The Muffin Man? The Muffin Man.
My oh my, you did. Well, how's it going today, Anima? Anima, if I send you a Guardian, what color do you want? I printed a couple of these crystal color ones, like this, that I think is kind of cool. Where it's like almost see-through-ish kind of blue and stuff. I thought that was a cool color for it. Wow. But if there's like a specific color that you want instead, let me know, and I can do that. But yeah, I've been printing out a few of these recently. All right, visited your mother and made food. Nice. How am I feeling? Okay-ish. This is like day 5 or 6. I've lost track of being sick here. I'm starting to feel a little bit better today, but not, you know, majorly. So I'm still gonna need to take a few days to recover here and stuff. But no one has a kind word to say about him. Heard he has secret ties to some strange scholar. Supposedly, someone saw the two meeting before that incident 5 years ago. I have to take my speaking a little bit slower, and I can't quite get as high volume, as high energy as I usually do. I have to, get used to taking it down a little notch here. I'm overheating like crazy, so I'm not wearing my hoodie or scarf right now. I'm just wearing a t-shirt because... And I'm not even wearing my hat for the same reason, because I'm worried that I'm gonna overheat if I put it on. Okay, so, you know, just kind of taking it easy here, trying to stay cool. And all that, some of the guards who have been serving for a long time were suddenly discharged. But yeah, that is what I'm trying to do here. So, you know, apologies to anyone tuning in if my energy level isn't exactly what it would normally be, but hey, that's the way that's gotta be if I want to keep my streak of Octopath Traveler going. Some of the guards have been serving for a long time were suddenly discharged. They were then regrettably replaced by ruffians from the eastern continent. People say it was Captain Stenvar's doing. Can't stand him. Looks like he owns this whole town. Though overheating is normal, just keep track of the temp. Yeah, I'm alright enough. As long as I'm like this, I'm a-okay. Sometimes I'm really chilled. Sometimes I'm overheating. Recently, it's been, like, right as I was starting the stream, it was overheating time, so... I have my hoodie and jacket just right here. Like, I just took them off and dropped them right beside me. Right as I was on the starting soon screen. Just because I started getting so warm, I was like, I gotta get that off of me. Man. Also, for the first time, I was thinking later tonight, I might try printing something in 2 colors. Like where you start printing in 1 color, and then halfway through, change out the filament to something else. Something that I plan on sending to you. I haven't tried printing in 2 colors yet, so we'll see how it goes.
He ought to still be at the guard's main outpost. I shall seek him out. Lady Clarissa.
You aim to have your revenge. Is that it? Do you remember my husband?
Ethan? How could I forget him? He referred you to me.
He passed away not long after the incident. He washed up in the harbor. They claim he took his own life. He'd no reason to do such a thing, and the guards never investigated further. Before the incident, well, it felt like he knew something.
Then will you not investigate his death?
Nothing begets nothing. Those are your words. Revenge is nothing, Oswald. It is empty and hollow.
Even so, I must go. Stenvar, captain of the guard. I must go to the outpost at which he's been stationed.
Well, I mean, even if revenge begets nothing, at least he gets to wrap up the whole plot line of the one true magic and take out, you know, a Dudo that's kind of evil, and therefore he might not be doing any much more evil. Color maybe green? I have light green for both my green types of filament. Solid green or transparent green? Because my, I mean, I could show the things here. Let me grab them. So I have a small spool of light green that's a solid color, like this. Can't really see it all that well with the glare. Maybe if I turn it sideways like that. And I have a transparent green. I have a much bigger roll of the transparent green. This is just 500 grams. I have a 1 kilogram thing of this funky, somewhat see-through-ish green. If I gotta turn off that light. The glare is way too much to be able to see it. There it is. It's like slightly transparent and funky and stuff. I've printed some things in it before. It's an interesting thing. Whereas this is just solid color, and it's a bit darker and stuff. But you can almost see through this if you look close. It's an interesting, funky one. The filament that I did these in is a similar thing, where it's like almost transparent if you look close at it, which is kind of cool. So if you like the idea of that, it's what I have more of here anyway. I have the big spool of it. Just put it back in the box for now. Is the case. So up to you. Let me just put my filament away here. Let's see. Hard to see in the darkness here. Meh. Headphones back on. My scarf out of the way that's just on the ground there. Pick up my controller again, the good old Joy-Cons. Alright, what's going on here? But yeah, those are both green options there that I have. I don't exactly have a massive color selection, but those ones I have.